Right, here's a, like I say, a template for a box. Now, I did this box opening like that, and the whole lid and the back and the bottom is all one piece. And that, all you do is to make a little box to go inside. So I've done another one, but with a slightly different shape. I'm having mine opening that way instead of that way. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to cut and measure from the edge, get a straight edge on your card, and you need to measure 5 inches and then score it. 1 inch, then score it. Another 5 inches, score it. 1 inch and score it. And then you need to do the width of it. This is my front. Instead of that way, that's my front. Mine's going to be 4 inches wide at the front, and I'm going to have a flip top one like that. So just measure that and then cut it. Measure 4 inches across the top here. I'll just make sure that you can see that. So of course that's going to be the same as the bottom. So you cut that strip out, you've scored it, all you do is then fold it. Use your bone folder if you've got one or something, you know, really flat. Fold each one like that. And then I've just rounded my front flap. And all I did with that, just to get a perfect shape for both ends, is just use the lid. I'll show you what I did, just for those that are not sure. Because, you know, they can be tricky getting them the same. I'll show on this end. I popped the lid on there, moved it up to the corner like that, more or less even both sides, drew around that, and then just chopped that off, and it gives you a perfect corner, rounded corner, should I say. So that's going to be my box cover. Now what you need to do is to make the box, and for this what I've done is you need to straight edge again, score 1 inch, score 3 3/4 inch, and score another inch. Then when you've turned your card round, you need to score it again 1 inch, score it 5 inches, score it 1 inch. But you can do these boxes any shape you want. When you've done that, cut the rectangle out, fold where you've got your score line, do a good crease like that, both sides, and obviously that will be over there. You know, you're going to cut it next, but for now, like that. And then what you do is you just snip one side of the corner, one side like that. Make sure that your top and your bottom are exactly the same. And to that, what you need to do then is, I'm going to hot glue mine, I should say, and you just fold them like that. Now, if you do that with the corner that meet like that, eventually it will come undone because it's catching there. So my advice would be to just do it on the edge like that, because you can cover the whole box with paper later on. So all I'm going to do is just a bit of glue on mine like that, and then fix that in the corner, and there you go, done. You would use tape or a different glue of some sort, but I'm quite happy with using glue gun, because I am going to be covering mine anyway. And to be quite honest, I'm only using flimsy chipboard just to show you what to do, but if I were you, I would use a thicker chipboard or use a very thick card to get your sturdiness. Even though you're going to cover it with paper, I would still do that for it to last. So there's your box, more or less done. Like that. Nice little box. I mean, you can just use that as it is. It's up to you. But then what I'm going to do is, sorry about the buses outside, but we're right on a main road, and it drives me nuts sometimes. Sometimes I don't even know they're there. Right, then what you're going to do, like I say, I'm going to do the middle flap first. And I'm just going to run some glue all the way over there and attach my box like that. I'm not going to do it like that, I'm going to do it like that. There we go, like that. Just stand the box up, then that way you can put some pressure on the back, like that. Like that. And then I will just attach that. Now it is better to have that flap on the bottom because you're giving it extra support for whatever you're putting inside the box. And that's all you do basically. And then turn your box over like that. Obviously. I'm just trimming mine. Don't do this. Mine, I didn't quite put mine on straight, but it will go on straight if you do it properly. Unlike me, who makes a cock up. No. Okay. But there you go. You will have a nice sturdy box. And then all you do is you'll attach that over like that. And I just put a little bit of Velcro on mine. And there you go. When you open the flap up, you've got a nice space to put a mini in. I mean, I've just put my handmade mini in that one. You can pop that in there. Doesn't matter. Once you've got your fastener on the front, there you go. You've got your box. Okay? And that's how you make them. So make your little box up first, and then do your flap that goes over, which is just a straight piece and scored at the right angle, at the right size. I mean, obviously you need to know what width this is, and whatever width this is, you need to take into account the back panel. And that's what you do. I mean, I know mine's just rushed together, but when I spend time on them, they are really, really easy to do. And I quite enjoy doing them, actually. And if you get a little bit too much on there, you can do that.